Hi, welcome to Trap Souls. I'm Ryan.
I'm Aaron.
Sarah.
I'm Sarah. Doing a little video podcast we're going to talk about the Ross House. We went down there a few weeks ago. Was it only a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
So we did Ross House. It was kind of a bucket list. We did Bel Air House beginning of the year, summertime.
Bel Air was in August, yeah.
In August. And when I posted that, Ross House asked, a couple people asked if we can come down and do a podcast about them. My favorite podcast out of all the podcasts, this will be our 18th episode, is the Bel Air.
Mm-hmm.
The 3-part Bel Air.
Yeah.
Get a chance, you want to listen to any of my podcasts, listen to the Bel Air ones. Great evidence. We had a good time there.
Yeah.
So Ross House is about a little over a mile, I believe,
Right.
from Bel Air.
Yeah.
And they think it's connected. So we went down and tried to figure it out. The one thing I wanted to talk about, which someone, like, you watch the paranormal shows that try to investigate certain places and they can't really find anything connected to that house. But they're like, oh, there was a train wreck 2 miles down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why the hell would it be over here?
Yeah.
And it happens all the time. Well, there's a murder 2 blocks down.
Right.
Okay, so
What does it have to do with this area?
how's it connected with this house? So after thinking about it for a while and doing a lot of investigations, little research on Ross House, is it because that people are coming there asking questions?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're not connected to that house, but they know people are asking questions. Maybe they want their story out. Is that possible?
Yeah. The other thing is, again, it's right on that ley line too. That's the only other thing that I can think of with being on a ley line and having the water right there.
Yeah.
That's, the river Styx, if you will. It's just back and forth.
But why did they stop at Ross House? Why did they stop at Bel Air?
Okay. I get you. Well, Bel Air.
I don't think anything really stops at Bel Air. I think everything's connected to the house
Okay.
somehow, or the owner of the house.
Okay.
Besides the really bad stuff there.
Yeah.
But like Ross House, we talk about the coal miners. That happened 4 miles away, I believe.
Right.
So why are they at the Ross House? Maybe because people are asking questions.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think anybody's going into their house saying, hey, they're coal miners here. But maybe people are asking questions and they're like, hey, we want our story out.
Okay.
And we'll talk about their story because there might be something to that.
Okay.
That's just one thing I wanted to talk about because it always bothered me why people say, oh, well, this person died 6 miles away and they're at this house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no connection. Why? Why are you here?
Right.
I mean, maybe that's a question we ask.
Okay.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? Okay.
I mean, they could be like, because I like you. So we'll get into the Ross House. We went down there. We'll have Erin give a little how she felt about the Ross House.
So I will say, first of all, Cindy, the owner, is fantastic. Let me just get that right from the get-go. She's amazing. She's funny. She's full of information. The pictures that she actually had, too, that she was sharing with us, she does enjoy what she does, and she is the caretaker, not just of the house as like a building, but the house as an entity. And you could tell that from just speaking to her. When we got there, I will say, as we were sitting up in the front room, and we were talking with Cindy, it felt as though in the living room behind us, it felt like a party was going on, is the sense that I had. And I remember just looking over my shoulder repeatedly to see if there was something behind me or if there were, whatever. And again, back in early times before funeral homes, you were having those parties or the wakes in home. Yeah. And it had that feeling to it. So while I personally did not have a lot of interaction, there was something there. There definitely was. It wasn't just us. There were other entities in that area.
I never felt uneasy at Ross House, but I did feel that there was something there.
Right.
And I don't know if they were just comfortable being there, they wanted to be there, they're not stuck there, they're happy there, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I never, so the evidence was pretty low.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff from the Estes.
Yeah.
With Tegan. And if you get a chance, go on YouTube, or Facebook Live. We did, Tegan did her Estes method. Check that out. Let me know what you think. There's a lot of questions I think that we needed answers to.
Yeah.
And I did about 20 hours of research. It was great. I love reading about, I think I read 7 hours of obituaries.
Oh, okay.
That whole county. Yeah, it was fantastic. But, I think I found some stuff. So we'll go right into Tegan's Estes method. I'm not going to play it. If you want to see it, go on Facebook.
Go listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to Sarah. She's mean. She beat you
I'm
up.
not me. Go listen to it. It's good.
So, Cindy and I have been going back and forth. She always wants to know what's going on there. So we'll talk about Cindy for a second. She was never a believer.
Right.
She knew stuff happened that cannot be explained. The more and more that she's hearing stuff, staying there, she's a believer. So she doesn't really say, yeah, there's ghosts here, but there's a lot of stuff that can't be explained, and that's the paranormal world.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no ever true evidence of the paranormal.
And again, she has that respect, though.
Yeah.
She's not like, man, it's nothing. It's there might be somebody here, so she just treats it as, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. I guess some stuff's been a little more active than normal down there, from what I heard the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of cool. So if you get a chance to go to Ross House, go. We'll be back there next year, guaranteed. So we'll talk about the Estes method. The names that we got were Leslie, Luigi. I don't know where that came from.
Mario.
Yeah. So Stanley or Stan, Simon, Otis, and Angela. So those are the 6 names that we got. I read a lot of obituaries. I really didn't find anything. Otis, I don't think we got that name through the Estes, but Cindy asked me if we did, and I looked it up. And I only found one obituary with Otis in it from, I don't know where it's from, but I looked all the way back to like 1898. So,
Okay.
and they're rough. So, the obituaries in like late 1800s were kind of blunt.
Oh yeah, they didn't. There was no mincing words.
Yeah.
You were gonna know how that head was chopped off.
Yeah, the one was like, yeah, guy took a revolver, shoved it in his mouth, and killed himself.
Yep.
That's what the obituary read.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so so the one that we did get was Angela. Cindy said she's got Angela before slit her wrist.
Okay.
We got Angela suicide.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So I'm looking. Nowadays, they don't really list suicides like this person killed himself by suicide.
Mm-hmm.
But I did find one. It was kind of interesting. Not saying it's true. That there's a lady named Angela. And I'm not giving last names, but she was at home. She had anxiety, depression. Her mom went out. She was going to take her anxiety pills, ended up taking fentanyl and overdose.
Oh my gosh.
So, is it possible? Yeah. That could have been a suicide. Like, is it possible she mixed it up?
It's a hell of a mix-up.
It's a hell of a mix-up. So, I mean, it kind of goes with the story. I don't know if that's the one, but that's the only Angela I found that passed away within a couple miles from that house.
Okay.
Then we're talking about the KKK.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets a little weird. So listening to the KKK, we got a lot of cool stuff. Like we're talking about it, what they say, like smothered or summons.
Mm-hmm.
And you said are you part of the KKK?
Mhm.
Me and Chelsea were like, I think it's the opposite.
Yeah.
I think it's
A victim of.
a victim of the
Yeah.
KKK. Then right after that, I am black. So I mean,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and it went on a little more, and says well, on the N word,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what Tegan said. I thought maybe it actually said the N word, but Tegan said no, it actually said I am the N word. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what they were called back in the day. Then she said Blue K.
Yeah.
Like, out of nowhere. Now,
Yeah.
I've studied KKK, I've done research papers on KKK in college.
Okay.
I've never heard of Blue K. So I started digging into it. It's a rapper, it's whatever. Then I started getting into the KKK. There was a Blue Klan,
Okay.
also known as the Blue K.
Oh, wow.
And they were Klan members that turned police officers to protect their brothers in law.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Right.
kind of amazing how, I mean, Tegan's not gonna know what Blue K is.
Right.
I
Right.
didn't know what Blue K is. I read like 25 books on Klan.
Yeah.
So it was kind of interesting how that ties in
Yeah.
when we're talking about the Klan. That this black guy comes out and says Blue K. So I thought it was very interesting. I told Cindy that. She's like, well, how'd you find this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm at work. I read a lot.
At work, I read a lot.
Otis.
Where was Otis? Huh.
We have
Rosalind, Otis, who else?
Luigi.
Are you from Bel Air House?
Canine.
I think there was no EVP there, but there's one I'm talking about. Because we asked from, are you from Bel Air
Mhm.
House? Laugh, can't hide it. So, are they connected? I don't think so. So, that was one
To be determined.
to be determined.
You're a coal miner?
Did you
Couple of us.
Did you live
Look
there?
at this.
Okay, so we'll talk about the coal mine thing a little bit. On her Estes, I don't want to keep playing this crap, but on her Estes, she said 8.
Mm-hmm.
Then we said 8. I asked 8,
Yeah.
and it said 9.
Did you say 10?
Then she said murdered. So looking into it, there were 9 people that died in that, which people thought was an explosion. It was a fire. A rag full of oil fell on the exit door, and they could not get out.
Okay.
They're calling it an accident.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So they're saying 8.
Okay.
And I said 8, 9, murder. So maybe that last person killed it.
Yeah.
I don't think a ray just gets thrown on an exit door.
No, that's called a Molotov cocktail.
Again, no facts, but
Right.
just
That just, it doesn't sit right.
right.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got saved up here. Oh, here's the Blue K.
Okay.
So that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The Klan, why my 15-year-old daughter would just blurt out Blue K.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. It does make sense when you start looking at the history of the Klan.
Right. And in that area.
It makes sense for the Klan to do that. Like, it's a huge organization. Wrong organization, but a huge organization. Why wouldn't you, in these rural towns, especially a coal mining town,
Right.
put in your own Klan members as police officers?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Ross House was not active. But again, I think there is something there. I just didn't want to talk to us.
And like we said, and I've said this before, maybe no pun intended, let's not beat a dead horse, but you're not always going to get something. You're not always going to have, a demon attached to you, possession, whatever. You're not always going to get that. And there's going to be some times where it's like, well, not this time. I mean, how many times have we been to Madison where, you know, there's nothing and then there's something and then there's nothing. So,
Yeah, this will be the fourth time going back to Madison, so.
Yeah.
We'll see what it brings. It's my 8th time, I believe,
it's going to be cold.
going back to Madison. But if you get a chance to go to Ron's house, there's a lot of history around that place.
Yes.
You can actually ask Cindy if you can do the antique store also.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
So, like, her brother runs the antique store, she runs the house. And it's just a cool history town. Little rundown. Lock your cars.
Yeah.
Take all your belongings into the house. Don't go outside alone.
No. Mm-mm.
And that's Cindy will tell you that.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody will hurt you out there, but you know, be safe when you go out there.
Mm-hmm.
We do plan on going back this year or next year.
Yeah.
On our big trip. You kind of just found out.
Did you break the news on the big trip yet?
Yeah, I mean, Erin kind of found out during her little podcast with Savage Energy.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. Follow Savage Energy on
Yeah.
TikTok or YouTube.
Stuff ladies.
And I broke the news of where we're going. And I don't know if she's happy about that. But I'll let everybody know. So the plan is to start out Indiana State Sanitary. About 6.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
Can I drive?
No.
Whipping the RV, come on. I can
No.
see it now. I can see it.
No.
Then
Shotgun.
we're going to go to, that's fine, it's lying on the couch in the van.
Hell
Cool, cool.
And sit there with Doug up there.
Who's driving, Doug?
yeah. Yep.
Swapping dips. Knocking boots, you know, yee.
So anyways, hopefully Sarah has to work that week. After that, we plan on going to Post Town Elementary.
Yeah.
Then after that, we're going to go to Old Hospital in College Hill.
Those all sound pretty bad.
Then hopefully we're going to do a Bel Air Ross House investigation
Yeah.
with another group.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to split up. Me at one spot, Tegan another, Craig and Aaron split up. The other group split up.
It's a terrible idea.
Where am I going?
We'll figure it out.
Well, see how bad you pissed me off through all that shit. That's how much beef jerky you bring.
Oh,
None for you.
no, you want to.
Guess you're gonna Bel Air house then.
By
Oh.
myself?
Yeah. So
No.
house solo.
Oh my God. I would do that to her.
So we want after that we're gonna end up in Madison. So we're gonna do 6 places, 5 nights. It should be a good time. Again, a little experiment. We're gonna be a little tired. We're gonna sleep. We have an RV. I talked to a few places we can stay in our parking lot, sleep. Ron's house, Bel Air house, but to figure that out. There's still a lot of stuff to try to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm thinking that we're still gonna do the drawing, which everybody's gonna hate me for. So you know what this is?
No.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. She pays attention. So what we're gonna do? There's 6 places, and there's depends how many people are there. If there's 6, 6 of us are gonna get screwed. If there's 7, someone's gonna be happy. Okay. So we go to Indiana State Sanitarium. We're gonna pull it up at night before we leave wherever the RV is. Say Craig's house, Aaron's house. We're gonna draw numbers 1 through 6. If you get number 1 before anybody steps into Indiana State Sanitarium, you get a half-hour solo. You're going in there before anybody goes in there, and you're gonna go around the building and check it out with a camera. You get number 2, you're gonna post down. 3, hopefully I get, which I kind of hate, Old Hospital in College Hill. If you haven't seen the picture of Old Hospital in College
It's
Hill,
just.
and my plan is to pull up there at night, so we go in straight. So I do want to do some solos. I know some people are against having people do so.
You don't count.
But I will tell you, if you have a camera and you're talking to the camera, it makes it 100 times better. It
Yeah.
does not feel like you're alone.
Alone, correct.
And I was told that before I did my solos. But yeah, you're sitting there, it's like you're talking to 1,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like everybody's there with you.
Yeah.
But you're alone, trust me. I'm going to remind you of that too.
That's fine, because I'm going to be number 7, so. I'm good.
Maybe only 4 people go and you get going twice.
My stomach is turning listening to all of
We'll
this.
find 7 people.
I believe solos are important.
Look, I
For the
agree
right
with you
people.
very wholeheartedly, but after what happened to me at Bel Air, to be alone, I'm just very apprehensive.
Yeah, but you gotta face your fear too.
I faced it. I'm in the group. We're good. My fear is faced. I don't need to do another solo to face the fear.
You
Me
never
stepping
done
in the
this.
house in the group.
You never done a solo.
Okay, well, me doing a.
A duel is not a solo.
That's close enough. I'm still scared. That thing growled at me and I wanted to fight.
That's good. So you want, like, what's up? Like, step up.
No. Yeah, it said. Brrr. I said, "Yo." good.
It said,
I'm good.
I think so is important because I think the places that we deal investigate, like hospitals.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. They know that we're there. They're looking at us out the window and they're like, oh, look at this asshat walking to the front door. What are they doing? They all know we're there.
But
It's
a lot of
okay.
these places are like sanitariums and hospitals, like they waited for their visitors.
Yeah.
Like there's only probably like you have to think of that grandmother, like only one, her great grandchild is the only one that ever visited her. And there's only one. Or if they never really got visited, it was a nurse. Like usually one nurse took care of them during the day. They just used that one-on-one interaction.
The other thing I think of is it cuts down on the possibility of, accidental snoring,
Yeah.
if you will.
I mean, we do flashlight, no flashlight.
House. No solo, no solo. Problem solved. I don't care if you guys have a flashlight and do your solo.
So, I mean, I think it's important. I mean, I try to make stuff fun.
It's not fun. It's terrifying.
But I mean, you made a huge step in Madison.
Yeah, you
I
did.
mean, I told people, even on podcast, that's probably one of the best interview investigations I've seen in a long time, even watching all the shows.
Thanks, V.
I mean, you did a great job. At first, a little shaky.
Hell
Shady,
yeah.
shaky, same thing.
I was probably shivering in the timbers.
Yes, you were. But you
The
calmed
flappers
down.
were gasted.
And I said, you took, you being a girl, and you asked those questions. Hey, you got a problem with your girl being up here? You know, and you got responses. I
Mhm.
mean, and that's good. And that's what we're there for, some answers. So it is great. Thanks for volunteering, sir.
I didn't volunteer shit.
I think you should go do one hospital in California.
A 2-person.
Can I ask you, what is your absolute biggest fear going into these places?
It's literally, it's literally not knowing.
But
It's-
we don't fear
I
the
don't
unknown.
know.
No, yes, Sarah does. Sarah does.
It says on the shirt, don't fear the unknown.
No. it
No,
doesn't.
hers says
Nukes, spooks, dropping dukes.
She might. If she
she's
goes in
going
solo,
to try to
Yeah, that's what
do.
I'm saying.
I'll tell you what, one thing.
It's like I can't see it. So it scares me. I can't see it. I don't know what it is. I can't see it. But I know it's there. So it's like a line. I'm like
Okay.
that.
What would give you the courage, just you, not having another person with you, what would give you the courage to be able to do that if you had to think of something? So seriously, I mean, what can we do to help you? Because I'll tell you what, when I first started this, I was so scared.
You still
I'm terrified. You're not wrong. But what would help you?
I don't know. I've never thought about it.
Think about it and let us know.
let us help you.
Send me with another human.
So
+1.
you want to comment when it is? Please give Sarah the definition of a solo.
And then tell Ryan I'm not doing a solo. So I don't need the definition.
I think you can do it.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, people are like,
I don't like the dark.
I don't like the dark either. I'm afraid
"Get a
of
flashlight."
No, see, that's not enough though. That's why I wanted it in the cemetery. That's why I wanted it to be up before the sunset so I could see. But I don't like the dark. I don't like that I can't see in the dark. And now I know that there's something there that I can't see in the dark. I don't like that. And I don't know the building. So, like, what if I was running? I was just running further up. Or, like, I get lost. And I
If you're going upstairs, you're going to be going for.
What if I, like, made it to the basement though, and I'm like, what floor am I on? What if it pushes me out a window?
It's not going to push you out.
You don't know that. Did you ask it? Did it tell you that? Yeah, I probably said, don't make Sarah do a solo. I heard it. Did you hear that? I heard it.
No, I mean, truthfully, I would never make anybody do a solo. I like pushing you because I know you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason.
I'm scared.
Well, a lot of people are.
Mm-mm. But this is one of those things where it's like,
You were scared to go to mass in the first time, and you braved up and did it.
in a group, that's different. Group settings are different because I have that, like,
That's baby steps.
yeah, I have that faith and like that. I can
You did a
rely
group.
on somebody else.
You did a duel. That's
Yeah.
the next step.
Times 2, so 4.
Group. Then you graduate to a duel. Now,
Times 2, so 4.
To get that coffee mug, does Aaron have a coffee mug?
I don't.
Why not? I don't have one because he doesn't like me.
It's a solo.
I don't
No.
drink coffee.
Oh, I do. I can buddy the else
Neither
one.
do I.
No, I think you could.
I don't. I really think you're a good investigator.
Yeah.
I mean, you do bring the fear to it, and you bring fun to it.
Mm-hmm.
I really would like you to do a solo sometime. So how do you like this? How do you like the new podcast room?
Oh, love it.
I like it.
It's
We should
fantastic.
do like a sticker on the wall.
What I want to do is get,
Almost like a fat head.
yeah, I want to get other groups out there, their stickers. But we do follow a lot of groups.
Yeah.
And they do follow us, so I like to do some of their stickers up,
That'd be cool.
give them a showcase. But we do need trap souls.
Something. Yeah.
Little something up there. That's gonna wrap up.
Yep.
Ross House and
Word
whatever
up.
else we were talking about. I have no soul.
I was literally shitting myself in the break room the first time.
I have no soul.
So why are you in a group called Soul Seekers?
He's looking for his
I'm
soul.
looking for my soul.
Why are you looking for other people's souls?
Well,
No,
actually,
he's looking for his own soul.
no, not really. I'm a ginger. So I
There's
still,
that.
steal people's souls. That's why I nuclear soul seekers. I'm trying to get people's souls.
Do you really want mine?
No, that's why you still have yours.
Thanks.
Oh, right.
It's it's an anxious soul. You don't want that.
So I think grave room, 15 minutes. But you have to ask questions. You just can't sit there.
Would you like me to type something up for you?
No, she's good. She knows what she's doing.
Dad is
She'll be
smoking.
I don't
quiet.
know if I'm gonna last 15 minutes.
15 minutes is not that long.
I'm playing music for him.
Well, thank you for listening to Trap Souls. Follow us on Facebook, Trap Souls, Nuclear Soul Seekers, TikTok, nuclear.soul.seekers. Follow me on YouTube, subscribe. It's where all of our videos will be. And that's all I got. That's a wrap. And
Stay spooky.
peace.